Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show! I am your host, Andrew Illy! And This is the Ball of Truth, episode 73, I believe. We are live, man, on its Sunday night. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever you are around the world, wherever you are, you silly motherfuckers. Thank you again, guys, for joining me on tonight's show. The Blue Baggers get the win, 4 points in the bag. And we secure second spot for now, second spot. And it shits me so much, man, because we've dropped some serious points. And I get that feeling that the Blues and this team already felt like they secured that second spot. And over the last 3 weeks, they've kind of played that way too, man. And we'll get into it, don't worry. The final score tonight, 16-11-107, Carlton, North Melbourne, 14-4-88, Kanga, Roo. Credit to them tonight, they did all right. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not super excited after this one. I'm not. I'm happy we won, obviously, 100%. We needed it. It was in what was a must-win game tonight. It really was. But my lack of enthusiasm right now is due to the lack of enthusiasm that I saw in the first half tonight. My God. I had a lot of questions going into this one. And at half time, when we were down, I had even more questions. And this was really a tale of two halves. And despite our second half being much better than our first, I came out of this win with a few concerns, man, because I'll tell you now, if we play with that sort of energy against a good side, we would be gobsmacked. Absolutely pounded. We've got people in the chat already. Boris, Kanga, Connor, Rosie. It's all happening. Bevtone's in there. We are getting beat up in the middle. Absolutely. We'll cover that, Bevtone. Josh in the chat as well. Are you worried the Kangaroos are closer to winning a flag than the Blues right now? You fucking troll. Oh, man. No. Honestly, if we played a good side tonight, would have got absolutely smashed. That's how I feel. I was furious with what I was seeing. Absolutely furious. And credit to North again, who were playing at a higher level than us. And I cannot believe I'm saying that. But yeah, man, at half time, this was me. That is exactly what I felt. Billy Madison reference, guys, for those of you who don't know. The bus driver from Billy Madison. Where was I? North Melbourne tonight looked way quicker than us. They were sharper. They were dominating the clearances. Like you said, Bevtone in the chat, they were dominating the clearances, especially in the first half. We caught up in the second half, which was pleasing to see and relieving to see. But their pressure was much more ferocious and their intensity was way better than us, especially in that first half. We looked slow, lethargic, and our pressure was basically non-existent in that first half. And the energy was lacking, man. And if the last 2 weeks weren't enough, maybe this is the reality check that we needed to get our shit together leading into finals. I mean, we need to draw some inspiration and motivation from President Trump. Getting shot, getting back up, fight. That's what we need to do, man. Seriously, we've got to start hunting teams again rather than us becoming hunted. And we need to turn that around quickly. Did you guys see the Hawks yesterday against Collingwood? That pressure from the Hawks was outstanding. Ridiculous. Ruthless. They showed cunt. They did. We need to get to that level, man. I'm fearing the Hawks in a few weeks because if we play like that tonight, oh man, they will drill us, I'm telling you. Anyways, let's get into the review. But before we do, got to plug the social medias, guys. Have a look at this. balloftruth_pod on Twitter, which is known as X now. You can follow me in there. balloftruth.pod on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And our home is YouTube. Of course, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hit that bell for all notifications. Possibly next week or the week after, my good friend Dan and I will be giving away a prize, some merchandise here on the channel. Stay tuned for that. All the details of that competition will be coming up very soon. I'm just going to have a chat to him midweek and organise that one. But yes, stay tuned. There's criteria for the prize, and you have to be a Blues supporter. Sorry to say, that's one of them. But yes, my good friend Dan and I will be organising that over the coming weeks. And let's get into this one, guys. Last week, I voiced my concerns in a mini rant at the beginning of the show on some players. Charlie Curnow was one of them, who I was really expecting a big game from tonight. He got a tick from me tonight. He was much better. He was awesome in the second half. Chera was the other one, who still got a big question mark around him for me. Cottrell was the other one, because he's been a bit lackluster in his return in the last couple of weeks. Hasn't really impacted the game at all. But tonight, I thought he got a tick from me. Very good stuff. TDK without Pitto. Let's go to the ins and outs. So, George Hewitt, finally back in this side. I was questioning it, why he wasn't in. I'm glad Vox picked him this week. He was back in. Jesse Motlop for his first game back. Jack Carroll, who had some great moments tonight. Cunningham was our sub. And Sam Durden, which is a nice story, man. He's been hit with injuries all over the place. He came into the side tonight, and I swear he got injured like 3 times. So, got no idea what happened there. But I think he's okay. We had a lot of birth of my son. It's been really hard. I've lost sleep. I'm pretty much looking like this at the moment. That's what happens when you become a father. But the news that I wanted to tell you guys about was, and you probably saw it, was Sam Doherty. Sam Doherty may, if all goes well, may make a huge, massive, ridiculously timed return to this Carlton side if all goes well before finals, which would be huge. Coming off an ACL opening round in March, if he can come back into this side, that would be unfucking believable. I pray with everything I've got that happens, man. I really do, because we could use another leader like that and a true inspiration to this team. That was that. I had some concerns, like I said, guys. Our scores against us. We've been copying some high scores and conceding silly goals, which continued tonight. It was a must-win game. We've lost 2 in a row. We had to win against one of the bottom sides. Thank God in the second half we did. First quarter, Sheasel scored the opening goal. North were the better side leading up to this goal, man. They were all over us. We couldn't really get it past halfway. I thought Sherry was doing really well against TDK. He was awesome. He's a very, very impressive player. We lost a few one-on-one contests early. After that goal, Fogarty replied with a nice, quick response. LDU nearly caught him holding the ball, but he held on. Good counter footy from defence. Walsh and Cripps were involved. Made it 6-6. Turnover. Shit kick to Charlie Curnow by Kennedy. And Charlie's handball went about 30 metres when he gathered this ball backwards. And it was a massive turnover, and North scored a goal from it. It ended up with Curtis for the goal. Curnow scored a goal moments later. George Hewitt with the assist. Lovely to see. Kennedy and Walsh involved. Quick snap. Ollie Hollands, goal. Great loose ball, Crum, off a marking contest, snapped around his body. Great finish, started very well, Ollie Hollands. And all game, he was great. His defensive work really impressed me tonight, guys. And I was very happy with that. I've got Effie in the chat. Mum, is anyone else losing sound? Can you guys hear me okay? If you can, let me know. At the moment, no one else has mentioned anything, so I think we're all good. I hope we're all good. Sounds fine, Bevtone. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay. Mum, that's you. Got no idea what's going on. Where are we? It was after Ollie's goal. It was 19-12. Larky got one back. Uncontested mark inside 50. Made it a 1-point game. TDK then got injured. He started limping off. He went down to the rooms. Hewitt, loose ball gather. Quick hands to Cottrell inside 50. And Owies takes the mark and kicks a goal from about 20 metres out. 25-18. My takeaways from the first quarter, and I know he played out of position, but Chera was really pissing me off this game. I think he just needs to put his body on the line a little bit more. Bit too soft for me. Multiple times could have impacted something where he got outmarked or outmuscled. And he was on my question mark list because I don't think he's been performing to his potential and his ability. He lifted in the second half. A lot of players did lift in the second half. Our doctors had a busy day, Biftone. Absolutely. It was crazy. I hope these guys are all right for next week because it's a quick turnaround, like I said. So let's see what happens. North smashed us in the clearances this first quarter and pretty much in the first half. I thought Carroll was good. Cripps, Hewitt, Sard in that quarter. We were up by 6 points. It was 25-19. Second quarter, Charlie Curnow, who I was expecting a big game and a response from him over the last 2 weeks. I haven't been happy with him. Haven't been happy with his chasing and pressure as well. His kick, because he played on way too quick here. George Hewitt found him with a laser beam pass. Just go back and take the shot. Okay, well, more often than not, he plays on and snaps it around his body. And I mentioned, when he doesn't take that extra step, the kick goes absolutely and went bang. I think I have lost OBS Studio. I don't know if that just cut out for you guys, but I just got a message on my software saying that I got disconnected. I don't know if you guys copped that or not. Yes, Chera. He does escape scrutiny, absolutely. Needs to lift. Very lucky to be in the side. If there was a more ruthless coach, I swear he'd be on the chopping block. My last thing I mentioned was Fogarty, who took that great tackle on Zach Fisher and drilled this goal from the boundary line about 35 metres out. And that was awesome to see. Fogarty was good tonight. He was much better than other weeks in the last 2 weeks. Elijah Hollands got punished holding the ball. Scott with a great snap from the boundary. 31-37. North up. Too many players going up for the same ball in marking contests here. North still dominating the clearances, and Chera kept getting ripped all half. Thanks, Bevtone. I'm back. Awesome. I don't know. It must be my internet cutting out here. Don't know what's going on. North with an easy break out the back of a pack. Sheasel stormed through the middle. Curtis marking a goal. 31-49. We're down by 3 goals. We just looked slow. Our pressure was down. Loose balls, we were nowhere to be seen. North were surrounding those packs, and they were winning all these clearances. Motlop finally got a goal back to break this little hoodoo here. Fogarty with the assist. Quick snap on the right for Motlop on his return. Moments later, scored again. Motlop scored the goal. I thought Ollie Hollands was awesome in the build-up here with a laser beam pass. I don't know if you guys remember it. From the wing straight to the centre circle, and that completely opened up the game, which was awesome, and that led to this goal. Cripps and Sard, some nice work in there as well. That cut the lead back to 1 goal. Charlie just needs to learn how to grab it. He dropped an easy mark, and would have been a certain goal. Wasteful again this quarter. And my pet hate, we copped the goal right on half-time. Comben with a mark around 3 Blues who... I don't know how this thing wasn't spoiled. Did my head in. Shambolic half. I was tearing my hair out. I was fuming at this one. Slow, no energy, just soft. and I tweeted out at halftime my views on this one. Harry Mackay was missing in this first half. Got no idea where he went. The only positives in this that second quarter was Sard, Motlop, Ollie Hollands was good, Cripps and Hewitt. 3 weeks in a row, this is my tweet, we have conceded 20 goals in the second quarters of the last 3 weeks. That is fucking ludicrous. Unacceptable, man. I don't know where this mental relapse is coming from, but we need to fix that shit ASAP. We cannot concede 20 goals in 3 quarters of footy over 3 weeks. It's always the second quarter. Against Giants, conceded 7. Bulldogs conceded 7. Tonight, against North Melbourne, conceded 6. Alarm bells. Absolute alarm bells. So at halftime, I'm like, who the fuck is going to step up, man? Someone needs to literally lift this side. It was doing my head in. And third quarter started bad. North kicked the first one. It was Kennedy giving away a free kick, but it wasn't even a free. It was very soft. And I don't even know why he was playing in defense. Maybe he was tagging someone. I can't remember at this point. I was thinking, why the fuck is he so deep back there? What was going on? But again, another clearance by North Melbourne. Straight away, and they scored a goal from it. Motlop scored the next goal. Bad mistake by Archer. Clanger. Oh my God, it was a shocker. And Motlop punished him. Motlop scored 3 goals tonight. He only had 6 touches, 3 goals. I'll take it on his return. Well done. That's enough for him to keep his spot for next week, in my eyes. Owies scored the next goal. And Fogarty with the assist off a Harry Mackay contested mark. Ball dropped to ground. Owies went bang. Elijah Hollands with a cheeky kick inside 50. Charlie Curnow finally takes a mark. This time, takes his time, drop punt, drills it. And that made it 62-61. Blues back in front. Charlie, again. No. I've lost where I'm at. Yes. No, Charlie again. Scored the next goal. Sard with brilliant work in the build-up. Literally ran it from defence to forward and followed up with a tackle. And we locked the ball in there. And Charlie scored that goal. Made it 7 points of difference. We were much better. Our pressure was much better up to this point. And there was still some fumbling and turnovers, but much better stuff. Good stuff here. Owies with the next goal, took a mark. Newman with a great pass inside 50. I love when Newman lowers his eyes and finds that little gap and found Owies on the lead. He went back and went bang. I think he scored 3 tonight as well. 2 or 3. He's in some good form. Curtis scored 1 back for North Melbourne. Owies and Cottrell missed chances before this to extend the lead, which was frustrating, so that sucked. Also, in this lead-up, there was a holding the ball or a throw, but they didn't pay it. I'm not going to go too hard on the umpires because it went both ways tonight. Poor defense for the next goal. Larkey got 1 back. 3v1. There was 3 Blues around, and Larkey somehow got this ball and scored the goal. Everyone was ball watching, was stagnant, flat-footed. Frustrating to see. Swiss Cheese is back in the chat. Speaks the truth. Baggers with more holes in their defense than this cheese. And I'm oh so holy and stinky. Yes, Swiss Cheese. Very concerning stuff in the back. Oh, we love Swiss Cheese on this channel. Where are we? Yes. It was 3 points of difference after the Larkey goal. I'm thinking, fuck's sake, we've been much better, but then we just conceded back-to-back goals here. Charlie Curnow answered back, holding the ball. The North defender slipped, but I was actually wrapped for Charlie Curnow to caress him and corral him to see where he couldn't go. And the defender obviously got confused, lost his footing. Credit to Charlie Curnow because I've been hard on him for his pressure. He did the job here. Holding the ball, tackled him, and scored the goal, which put us up 84-74. And right at the end, Harry Mackay goal. This set the crowd on fire. Finally, Harry Mackay did something. Won a clearance. We finally won a clearance. TDK with great work out of the middle. Kept the ball moving, and the ball was on spilt out the back to Harry Mackay, who snapped on his left. Crowd went nuts. And the score at quarter time, we were up by 17 points, 91-74. And I thought Carroll, when we went on this 5-goal unanswered run, I thought Jack Carroll was awesome in midfield. He literally was one of the catalysts for this comeback. Cripps was awesome all game. He's in my votes. Charlie, Curnow, and Always were awesome this quarter. Much better than the first half. And look, we still had a few turnovers. Ollie Hollins had a couple of turnovers. Harry Mackay had a turnover. It's going to happen. But overall, Ollie Hollins was great. Harry lifted, and we're up by 17 points. So I'm getting a bit more comfortable at this point. Last quarter, not too much happened, man. It was 2 goals apiece. Shields scored the first one for North Melbourne, cut the lead to 12. Walsh and Sard got hurt. Harry came back on because he got concussion protocols. Akers was subbed off for Cunningham. Sheasel scored the next goal. Our defense just looked so vulnerable tonight. And there was just so much ball watching. And I started getting a tiny little bit nervous here because it was 7 points of difference. Sard got the next goal. I love watching Sard kick a goal because it's so rare to see. He got a holding the ball free kick. Awesome tackle, strong tackle, and a 50-metre penalty to follow. A little bit harsh, but it was there. That made it 14 points. Harry Mackay kicked the next goal, and that was off a free kick. And that was pretty much it, man. We won by, what was it in the end? 19 points. So that's pretty much, the last quarter, there wasn't much to tell, honestly. But my votes for this one, guys, Patrick Cripps is getting 3. Simple as that. If it wasn't for him, oh my. I don't know where we'd be in this rough spot that we're in. George Hewitt is getting 2 votes for me. I thought he was awesome, and we really missed him getting deep in there and dirty, and he's rewarded with my 2 votes. And Sard, 1 vote for me tonight. I thought he was awesome too. But you could give it to Newman, you could give it to Charlie Curnow as well, but I'm going to give it to Sard. I thought he was good. We have Port Adelaide in 5 days on Friday night. I am expecting way more changes to come. I don't know who's going to go in and out, but look, there was much better performances this week from certain players. I was on Cottrell's back. I was on Charlie Curnow's back. I think they've done enough to keep their spot. Chera, better second half, but needs to lift. Honestly, I'm not seeing enough out of him. He needs to help the Walshes and Crippses out here. Akers was good. Fogarty, I thought, was good tonight. Motlop on his return scored 3 goals. So there's a lot of positives as well, man. Ollie Hollins was awesome. And that's pretty much it. Walshy, quiet by his standards, but did enough. And that's it pretty much from the side. Stats-wise, North Melbourne were pretty much on top in clearances, but we came back in that one in the second half. Possessions-wise, contested inside 50s, very, very even. But second half, man, we turned it around. I'm very happy with that, but I'm still concerned going forward. I really want to see us go back to those Geelong performances. And who else did we beat in that little run that we had? We beat Richmond. I know they're bottom of the ladder, but we're playing good footy. And I just don't want to see us become complacent and sluggish and just lose focus on the ultimate goal, which is home final, double chance. We need second. We need second spot. And the thing that shits me is the Adelaide game still hurts. Last week hurts, even though Bulldogs were amazing. Giants one hurts because we were up in that first quarter and we just took the foot off the gas. We can't avoid these kind of losses. Port Adelaide is huge. What I want to see next week is a repeat of last year when we beat Port Adelaide. We broke their 13-game unbeaten streak and we fucking pounded them. Our pressure was relentless. Just like Hawks against Pies yesterday, that's the kind of pressure we need. We need to bring the fight and let's see how we go. Our run for the next few games. Let's go. So we've got Port Adelaide. The week after, we've got Collingwood. And that will be, I think, Pendlebury's 400th game on the Saturday night. That's going to be huge. And they've got the Collie Wobbles at the moment, struggling to make finals. So it's going to be massive. The week after that, we have the Hawks, which they are flying at the moment. They're nearly inside the 8. They're just out by 2 points. So they'll be pushing. Then we've got, I think it is Eagles the week after. Yep, Eagles away. And then St Kilda to finish. So guys, I want us to win every single fucking game, obviously. But we can't afford to lose one, man. We need second spot because other teams are creeping up our ass. We got punished for letting these little wins slide, like the Giants one and the Bulldogs one. So it's getting, as Sir Alex Ferguson says in the Premier League at this stage of the season, squeaky bum time. It is tight. The whole league is so close, man. Bev Tone in the chat. If we don't beat Pies, I'll... Yeah, I know. I feel ya. Absolutely. The golly good will show up for the big 400th. Nothing will make me happier than beating the Pies on Pendle's 400th. They've broken our hearts too many times. It's time to pay them back, man. And you know what? With that current Collingwood side, there's no excuse. They're out of form. They're out of sorts. When we're in form, I still believe we're one of the best teams in this competition. Top 2, easily. Sydney's the other one. Who lost today? And that's the other frustrating thing. Every time Sydney would lose, we would lose. Today, we won. That's a positive. We're 2 games behind them. I don't think we can catch them being first. But we'll see how we go. You just never know, man. Injuries happen. Players get tired. All sorts of shit happens in the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season. So we'll see how we go. Josh in the chat. Act surprised, but Saints will win round 24. It would surprise me. But look, Saints had a good win. They're up and about too late, Josh. Too late, the Sainers. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it from me. Like I said, I said I would drop a preview episode last week, but I couldn't with the little one going nuts. Losing a lot of sleep here, guys. But hopefully this week I will. I'll preview the Port Adelaide game, hopefully Wednesday night. And we'll see what kind of changes are going to happen. We'll see who's coming back into this side because I'm sure a lot of players are banged up and hurt. Wouldn't be surprised if TDK misses after he went down to the rooms like 55 times tonight and Pitternet gets a game. Regardless, I don't care. I want to see us fucking win against Port Adelaide. We're second on the ladder. We are where we need to be. But just keep winning and don't worry about all the other teams. We just got to focus on us and keep winning and hopefully secure a second spot. Get that home final. Guys, before I go, hit that like button. It helps the channel out, please. And subscribe. Get those subscribers up. We're on probably, 217 right now. And I want to see us get to 250 before finals, minimum. And hopefully, if we go all the way, I want to see over 300. Just keep going. But that like button is crucial. Sends the algorithms out there. I might jump on Blue Abroad, depending on what time I can get on. So, switch over to Terry's channel, Blue Abroad, on fan cams. I'll try and head there now. Just depending on how my son is here at home. Swiss Cheese, give the truth a run. Being locked in that cage can't be good for his health. Yes. That was going to happen last week. Guys, for those of you who don't know, we have a character on the show called The Truth, which is the foundation of this show, the Ball of Truth. He will make an appearance soon. Just waiting to get him on for the right time, but he loves a good rant. And he's got one lined up for the umpires, so stay tuned for that one. Guys, I'm out. Sunday night, enjoy your night. Order some Uber Eats if it's freezing, if it's raining and you can't be bothered leaving the house. Or make something at home. I don't care. Just enjoy. Sit back. The Blue Baggers won. Up the fucking Baggers. I'll see you all midweek. And that's it. Love you all. Adios. Goodbye. And remember, motherfucking subscribe, man.